Hello and welcome. In this video we're going to be discussing the detection of manually thrown turnouts. Now, my signaling system and many others rely on being able to know the position of a set of points in order to show the correct signal aspect. You don't want to show clear when there's a switch thrown against you and then you trip over the points. Now, an obvious problem with that is that you're not going to have a set of contacts you can connect to if you're using a hand-thrown turnout. One of the little lever type ones, for example. Or one of these Bachmann Easy Track ones if you throw it by hand instead of by using the twin coil switch machine. So, this is a turnout position detector that I have designed. It only needs 2 diodes, a capacitor, a relay, and some type of prototyping circuit board, all of which are available pretty cheaply. Now, the way this diagram is set up, let's just call the orange one rail A and the blue one rail B. Rail A is going to be the one that is constantly connected all the way across the entire system here, and rail B is the one that has isolation gaps cut into it to isolate the blocks from one another. Now, what you can do here, there are 2 different ways you can set this up. If you have a power routing turnout, in other words, one where the points and the frog get their power through the rails here, so their polarity changes depending on which way the switch is thrown, all you need to do is connect this device to the frog on one end and then connect the other end back to rail B. Now, the reason that we're using rail A on this side and rail B on this side is because this way, you'll notice, there's no current flowing through rail B through the detectors when the device is activated, which means that this won't cause any false triggering on the detectors. If you don't have a power routing turnout, there is another option, as demonstrated here. What I've done on this turnout here is I've added an electrical contact that goes underneath the rail. It doesn't contact the rail directly, but it does contact the point rail right here, only when it's thrown to diverging. Now what that does is effectively the same thing as the power routing turnout here. You connect this wire to this point right here the same way you would with your frog wire. The device then has 2 sets of contacts, the same as most common switch machines, and you can use it in place of one of them for your position detecting. Thanks for watching. See you next time.